Blissful day. I pray today is a day filled with just this inner sense of peace, joy, compassion, love that enters into your life. It's Coach Ambereen, your family driven coach, just providing you with some insights, some tools, some perspectives, and strategies on how to live more holistically better as a family. Really think it's important for all of us to understand what it means to be authentic in our own families, because often we're trying to find things that other people are doing and trying to incorporate that into our mix. And something doesn't sit well, which is the topic of discussion today. So for me, being authentic as a family means that we get to spend a lot of time outdoors. However, I've got an adolescent who is actually challenging that quite a bit. He's in this state of being where I need to kind of force him out of the house. I need to force him to go outside and to go play in the park. And most of the summer was pretty hot, so it made sense for them not to want to go. However, the weather's changing. As you could tell, I am currently outside and recording this clip for you, really embracing the beauty that is within, this evolution of seasons that we go through. So the season of being inside cooped up because of summertime being really hot, it's kind of over. And I'm trying to really understand, how do I get him to not enjoy or like nature, but at least be in the outdoors. That way he can consume himself with some fresh, positive, pure energy that hopefully serves him a little bit better. So I've been asking him, and he kept saying, no, no, I'm not going. And I finally decided to say, can I use my mom leverage, if you would? And I said, all right, I'm just going to give you 10 seconds, all of you, to please go outside and play. And often I will go out with them. However, I am recovering from a foot injury, so I'm not able to really go around and run. And the last time that I did, I kind of brought it all back, the pain and the recovery. So now I'm like, all right, come out. So now he's like, what is it that you want, woman? What is it? Why do you have to make us go outside? What is it about you and going outside? And why do I have to do this? And he's like, okay, let me go change. And now he's changing, but you can tell he's frustrated. So I called him and I said, hey, listen, I understand that you don't want to do this. However, you have no reason to raise your voice and be disrespectful, because that's not something I'm expecting. That's something you have full control over. Yeah, you don't like to go outside. I get it. However, the way that you talk to me and treat me is something you should be able to control. And very quickly he shifted. And although he went outside and rode his bike and came back, and I said, no, you got to play outside for an hour. And he's very obedient and amazing. He was like, really? And I said, yeah, really. So then he decided to just go out, go for a walk. And what I've noticed with him walking is it calms him down and it processes a lot for him. It gives him the space just to be. And I just saw him coming back into the house to grab a little, hoodie to keep himself warm. But here he is outside for 1 hour. So as parents, sometimes we have to bite the bullet, kind of, uh, take that pause to be more present, to be more compassionate, to be more mindful of our reactions when we're expecting our kids to do something. However, drop in the chat below what it is that you're facing as the challenge, and I would love to create some content on it to serve you. This is, as always, this for me is what I love to do. This is passion. This is not something that I do for any other reason except for understanding that family is really the most precious relationship in the world. And if I can help you cultivate an irreplaceable bond that's built around authenticity, around gratitude, around acceptance, and around just shared values, I would really feel like I've made an impact in this world. With that said, sending you a ton of umbergy and a whole lot of goodness. This is X Mom signing out. Take good care now. Bye.